It's winning, says Amre, her excellency, as you would call her, na Mame Akosua Serwaa, our town, na anapay, Odikako Edum, High Court, and Obese called Dominion Chambers, Lawyer Kusi, and Obese called Parkoso. That Lumba, Ebusia, any him for, a higher gossip 24, and come over in a corso. Messi will give so many subscriber to the Son of Clicky Ball notification icon. So now I can for that of send. And the amount when you set that of send dear. And number one, a band say yes and Niska, and the Abrea Wagana has say dear. That's all share video from USA, or share from Australia, or share from Europe, or share from UK, or share from Canada. Ubet me as Niska using Tatap Send. So we need my Darama Tatap Send. Number one, a fast, a secure, a reliable, a reference code ABCG 24. Our the best rates, Tatap Send, our App Store and Play Store. Until you see iPhone and I say Android device, and which we are download Tatap Send. Also, yeah, come also. It's Mame Akosua Serwaa, our town, and round who ground walk hammer. There's some more coming in all Kumasi airports. Just say it's winning and so catch what's there from waving to time of bets now sports car nimu any idea. From there, no, and I'm call you 2 for and Akosua Hene a honomo, and so 2 for Akosua Hene a cate Ghana for you na. So I'm there no cry back up. Any name said the late Charles Kodefosu. A catcher no, and also the chair and send a year no, and no other than Mame Akosua Serwaa. It's well bet that it was social media so dear. But since Akosua Hene a casado, means this will be at that time. Me let me mean to you.
Now, me, Santiman Akosua Hene. Sebi. Santi hene edi di brebia mame na wa mame nyansa wa pone ne nyansa kakra mame de mimbe di atem mimbe kansem hu le mom de metanechi because me hu se no kra ne de e ba
yes ye da e beda
nia sebi Minya Charles Kodefosu oware no nini fitete ye na me ba be kire se Kodefosu o certificate bi abe kire me ana nini oware
ami Israel
enti se obi ati baby no se enti sa dia wa eda utiri so
ami Israel
e bompaya
nkwada
ya dia ma me bompaya Mame Akosua Serwaa
That's it. That's right. That's right. Exactly.
One pen contompo,
Debbie.
Professor Obi, Ebeba, no Abekas, Asema, and then crash them. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Then so, Santini one pesa. Akosua Serwaa, Undina Pinti.
Oh,
in the meaning said, that shit. And Chebian.
Amen. Namisha. Nyankwada. God bless you. God bless
you. All can name to me Kawasa. No crana Santini. We are Mame Semen Kano. And
oh, wow. Nyankwada.
Akosua Serwaa for soup. Onam nimno
mo mission nana piao nana nyamisra nana onkwaso
bisramo ma moti ha wo be pa ko twesti obi ano ana se mbe kwa ko ka sem fofora enya no kre no
ya de esmoja ko
man ko so ine de me misro no kre
ba ko pe
na bo hobium
and now o frame me ko ye wano and friend na maka no
That's it. That's it. No amount of money can change your mind.
ben si so man
God bless
me de tete me ma.
That's it.
Me ye abna safwa ya wo me ye na me ma mi no me udi intro obi a odi me chi nim se me die oba me nim a no kran na meka te me sram a no kran ya amaka no ha no ana mo fa
So all this happened and you may know. Na na pay that sorry no and you call Edum High Court ho and na mama Akosua Serwaa and papa she ebe pie mu ewo.
papa Listen to now.
No mo fi ono mo no e na mo call ya Kusi e ho no mo e wo Dominion Chambers.
Boy, I had it. Yeah, I'm not to my house.
It's a mommy Akosua Serwaa ne papa she and ma Georgina mo e free e lawyer Kusi ho no na se lawyer Kusi enso ne bra panya ali baba a de so wo Angela Feme Kumasi atwe nkomo na ho na lawyer Kusi baba ka say appeal na dey ogusu gidi and it's true because notice of appeal no enie. You can see from the notice of appeal say it was on the 1st of December 2025 and lawyer Kusi mo e de krata we ekọ dan appeal court what is say from Dominion Chambers into omo and I'm prepared this particular document. The document also no and I'm say notice of appeal. Almost say ni pass have me here appeal we no no other than Mame Akosua Serwaa fosu. Now in Kwafa or appeali e dey ti abono ebusu apeni kofi wusu President Fori aka Odoboni and after transitions fi no home for. Now the enti here appeal we ni say and on 28th of November 2025 Helenship Justice Dorinda Smith Arthur at the ruling be by Kumasi High Court Honomo. Now ruling out Helenship de by India, Oman in Yarding, into almost stated grounds for appeal no, and the Oman in Yarding our home. Now for so no appeal court sets us in Weswa, on person ruling no, or which him. The atosubium no, relieves beyond a sefata plaintiff, to say oil appellant in this case no, or more famano. It's an almost shall said, try no, I cross so. Kumasi High Court honey now no and on try no wasem. So number one no said the whole judgment of the High Court Kumasi dated the 28th day of November 2025. The entire judgment wasem. Omo say part 3 and answer part 3. The entire judgment holistic approach. Grounds for appeal no number one no and say marriage certificates of present here exhibits B, B1 and B2 no. High Court no say enye admissible. Omo ni say High Court no any one ground. Number 2, and it's omu say High Court no ruling na de buy no. Omu jina section 161 of the Evidences Act nobody a condition. I nam so ntia oman fa admit document no. High Court no in this case Judge Dorinda Smith Arthur no Number 3, and it say omu say High Court no say evidence no on to me je omo de ntum na mom no ebusia peni kofi usu ma me peselo foriata eke odoboni any transitions for enko for nsem omo kai no gitum a omo di wo bia no mo tese o say o fine odoboni akonta no so ye more credible no omo gitum omo say the court erred when it held that the evidence adduced by the defendant was more credible than that of the evidence of the plaintiff. Omujitu wenyi. There also a 9 and it say appeal court no this how we notice way no omuji records ni tum wia additional grounds bi o bia no omo de be kan e de aba. Now relief some penny etiatia say whole judgment from high court no omu ntwem. Na nkofo a omo ya directly affected by appeal way no e busa penny confuse. Now we place for any transitions funeral home. In the end, ruling there by on the 28th of November 2025. No, and lawyer Kusi Chambers, a general association, and somebody called dying. Appeal courts, I will Kumasi on the 1st of December 2025. Now, lawyer Kusi says, I appeal on the crown. No, that's about home. Man for 13 also on drop your appeal. No. Niyem crash no.
Senya medoye. Unim say Alibaba. Me file appeal no. There were threats. My wife was even threatened. Me pressure, domestic pressure, na minya happy no. I'm saying say I did him because that pressure if it is obvious that we had a bad case, why will anybody threaten anybody? We are standing for justice and we will get it. I'm so confident.
Lawyer, yes, na Papa Shi cra tabi and crofo feel say original certificate now more than a photocopy or two baby said and crofo can one. I said me my card is a in bound. And no crest or the certificate biaba. Not Sanetia, Obama Kama or Muria Kocha.
Certificate, I mean, can't some in court, we usually send the copied ones. And they did that. And we got her to send us a certificate. And copies in the court. You now say, judges, okay, or the 2 million or so per originals. I catch Akosua Serwaa envelope or the mail by in a cry. The court. So originals in. And we were all surprised when the judge says, office they are going baby now, and your original. And look, the level of
judge, who say judge not doing and say, and your original, I'm going baby.
I have now the document, no doubt, is you could see it's not from Ghana.
Because
your family book.
A lawyer of your caliber now, Ober present here, Debia. Judge Bibeka say, and no, Obia for free baby. Nase, I will see a bisa once a me pa. Then pan a baby a manager Ben say, Muko ye free baby and your original.
Adrian Bonnie.
Angel.
Otherwise, I mean, you know that I no. I my integrity to suggest that me no go for fake documents about court. What for? What am I going to gain from it? Because I know sincerely that the parties, the lawyers on the other side knew it was genuine. The judge said, knew it. Now, what's your judgment? Judge, initial stages of the judgment say evidence for say or ordinance marriage certificate from Germany, they are only second one, and until the document cannot be original. Otherwise, it wouldn't sit with her decision. And I want to make answer. I say,
Clay.
Exactly. If she has to decide against us, then she has to say that the certificate was fake. Otherwise, there was no window for her to decide that both of them were wives. And on a lighter side, she has always sought to explain that she met them in the middle and then promoted peace. You get the point? And in the attempt to promote peace, she has to say our certificate was fake. My certificate, I can tell on authority, it wasn't fake. It was the original certificate from Germany. So,
Wow. Lawyer Dasipa. Now, what I remember, Ajuma Ekurawi, Abushia, SCA that Lumba, Mamre Kwanshui, appear in Hobby Hiabu. Now, Quabe.
In fact, Osha, in Krata, Medical Quarter, and your friends in Medical Quarter may seek for injunction because we saw a rush to bury the body when we were talking about who is a wife and who can perform. These were the two things that the court had to address as far as we are concerned. If you can really from a bushia for night, you file process if you they want to do a postmortem. And that the bushia is not even the rightful person to conduct the funeral. I know your bushia for they had their lawyer. Maybe the status of Akosua Serwaa as a wife is what I was prosecuting. And it is as relevant today as it was when the action was taken, because I've said this, said the disease is cancerous. As because the cancerous. I tell you, low my bet spread just say alone, you know. It is very bad for a court to look at the certificate of a country like Germany and say that fake. Couldn't say in diplomatic circle, that country can also say they won't accept any certificate from Ghana because of that decision. And I will be irresponsible. I sit down for that to happen. And what I can do is to prosecute an appeal, which will probably look at it differently and say that, oh, it was an original certificate. Because German certificate, the idea on social media, people were posting theirs. There were no signatures of the parties on the certificate. And it will conclude that because the Akosua Serwaa about the certificate signature no akojibi the almost sign everything we said was true, except that they had to refuse it in order that they can create peace in court. But it is tried knowledge to be worried under German or to be worried second wife. I don't know. I ABC. So to succeed in doing that, they have to say we couldn't lead evidence to show so what Germany. But Mamma Kazam so one the representative your Dobroni court. No. In his evidence was see Lumba Kachum so worry or Germany. Nadana more worry no. Ye bizarre was saying now I didn't break it down beyond record. One kasi were good no. I break the records are there for people missing Krofonkoji proceedings, especially more criticizing you know. They should look at the proceedings and know exactly what happened. They admitted Lumba had told them on 2 occasions that he was married in Germany. And then Bizarre said, did you look at the certificate of divorce? They didn't. And I'm saying, oh, I'm 419. That's the trend of the cross-examination. That if you knew somebody was married under German law, that's about you have to ask for a decree of divorce. Otherwise, it could happen that the marriage was still subsisting. You get the point? So, to me, there was evidence overwhelming. Abusapeni says that he wasn't there when they were married, he wasn't there when they were divorcing. To them, who has MBA. Although Bruni wouldn't necessarily Lumba Kachrom say, our dinner a good one Kasoma could teach them. What do I say? And so, there was even evidence, apart from the issue of certification and all. I say Mranama Kwanso Jitum, even though there was no certification. Until we are confident, and yes, Lumba and Embassy Basin, and I ain't be and through Dobro, but we want the truth.
No free lawyer Kusi no, and as Mammy Akosua Serwaa, Ekopiemu, or Parkoso, the Parkoso Mammy Akosua Serwaa Quaino. That is all could share that Lumba Busia for, and after so Parkoso Hene. Kai, say, I'm not assembly chassian. A Busia for no, Mammy Akosua Brempoma. And our face, Papa Shimo, omo ye loyal friends of Daddy Lumba. Eka say, Ebusha penny to me say, Parkoso hini a year, or to me call Parkoso. Mammy Akosua Serwaa. Eko Parkoso hini no. No hini ni hodie. Nemum. Jase. Any a him for honomo. Eje Mammy Akosua Serwaa.
Sir, my favorite German. As a man, friends with boy, ma. I wasn't that's how it is here for you. But one hand for say. I didn't know any fear. Sir, sometime I'm ready. So when you see that I'm from said, you are training more. Said, you knew also. I'm not because of you, as you say. Last year, I never woman against son. And then he said, "Oh, Bana Mamma Cross, what the Chinese so na yes, second time. One so said you're right, where a day, a Johnny Raquine. It's you are doing more, you're trying. When you try to show, when you are mercy, and some so could have a kind of me. That I want to see you, tiny dear, modify you, and one, and that should be what you do, when you are mercy. Now, when you manage to Mammy Akosua Serwaa, and everything by Sir, mobile mom said, I'm fat. Mirror, but say nature crack. When you have, then so, Uncle Sue, said, yet happen to swing your money. A man penny for her, and I don't beat over her. I know she crown, more for a cuckoo, more as an penny for her, and I only, and most one year rap, and that's from dear rap. To tell in nature, which immediate say Johnny. It's as a night just singing penny for Kenny Adia. Or not any penny out watching me. Now wash it. Now, Yama will show up by your money. If you say Yama Banner, you could run up a chap as a for my aunt. Now, Ibra, but telling nature. And the permanent, Mungo, not yet, but to manage your money, you shall buy.
If you don't know.
Madam, man, so that's it. And every no friend. I have to so. Now, probably now for the maybe because I so fine is now to look then I asked about for himself. I have more let them now to come over to us. It's just sorry, I was said, I have this one. You said, yeah, but I will work at it. Time for one for one. So it's really a little yes. They didn't know. That's the
Etienne se otie ya na se omocha Parkoso hini akasa de oni ho ne mo nche se omo ase ese opese oba no ne ombedi nkomo mo ni ndi nkomo omo ni bedi nkomo na mo nkomo na bi wo ho se kukwemu asem nti ho no de omo ebusuafo bebi na atwe omo ho wadazie wa onye ko busuere no san nkomo no de omo no wo edibi ne mo wa oye nyonko wo behwe bi wo betie bi ni ade nde. That is a watch on now. I'm on your massy. You could dinko. Aha Gossip 24. Accommodate in the head and some Kusi. Yatite. Say letters of administration being in the kaka say and can't be a concrete at the say. You know Babeche or Gossip 24. So until then, see you in the next video. Magraheb.